Do you mean like thug life or?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What are we going for? What?
I don't know. This is all so awkward.
Stop trying, okay? Take a bit of advice from your neighborhood Key. Stop trying.
You're not in our neighborhood.
And I don't take advice out of principle. Which is why I started this show. Hello and welcome everybody to the AWKWARDCast. I am Keyframe, one about random drivel. And today with us, the one, the only, the true Keyframe.
Yay!
Hi, Keyframe.
High five. Can you do this? Do a high five.
No.
Wait,
where's my hand? Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, go.
Wow.
Close enough.
Close enough. No, live from Twitter, from the comment section, now with us, ChuggleDBugl.
Proof that if you annoy people enough, you'll get to places, people. Don't worry.
Yeah. So Chuggle, why don't you tell the audience a bit about yourself and
I was fearing that question. I was hoping we'd skip that.
Well,
Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you?
thing.
Why do you believe you're qualified to be here?
I don't know.
Yes.
You asked me literally 2 days before this.
Well, good point. But how long have you been a dedicated awkward person?
Well, I've been awkward. It's probably back when I was about 2 or 3 years old. You know, just those times in my life. It was a weird time. My early middle life crisis, I'd say, but.
It all started when I was born.
No. Birth to 2 was fine. It all went downhill from there.
Well, I guess this qualifies as being awkward. But yeah.
Who knows who Chuggle is? There you go. You got it right.
Perfect. So, Chuggle, while you're here, want to tell us how was your last week or recent memory? Anything nice?
I've been sick and dying for the last week. I blame you.
Good. Sounds good.
I blame you.
Go in all the snotty, gory details.
Well,
don't.
you know, there was some vomit. There was some looking at balls dying. you know, the usual.
Well, we just lost a bunch of viewers.
Hey, so Chuggle, besides being sick, have you played any video games? Have you watched any movies?
Just Xenoblade 2. There's just been Xenoblade.
Yeah, I followed your Twitter and constantly I was like, didn't I already...
It's such a good game.
Didn't I already read this tweet earlier? Oh no, it's a new one. Oh, he's still talking about it.
Okay, I have about 200 hours in the game already. It is not healthy.
I remember I put up a tweet about
You
something.
did, and then you're like, well, look at your name. Fuck.
Yeah, because you called me trash, and I was like, and look at your name. Your name that you're addicted to Xenoblade.
I am. It's a problem. I'm not gonna fix, but it's a problem.
So I'm not even sure if this is. I mean, we are not
That's
yet
the game.
officially. We are not yet.
You got the
officially
2 worst characters in it, but that's the game.
We are not yet officially in the media section, but or is this your media section? Then I can just remove it.
I guess that's my media section.
Okay, so let's go there later. After Keyframe told us how her week was.
Let me go into my gory details of sickness because I can make it sound a lot more poetic.
Challenge accepted.
An artist, I'm not.
So, I went to MagFest last week, as people saw from the last AWKWARDCast of Oblivion Falls that you should watch. To give context, half of the DA Games team was sick during this time. So aficionados, Chris, Will, Ryan, other people, they were sick. Me, Sean, and Christian and Oblivion Fall, we weren't. And then we went home, and suddenly,
You were sick.
oh no.
Dad. Oh no.
I suddenly started to feel like my head started to hurt. I felt achy. I was like, what is going on? And then I checked my Discord for the games chat, and Christian and Sean are talking about how they feel sick. And I'm like, no. Yeah. But it's like I fully realized how sick I was. I was like, okay, I'll just get some NyQuil from the store and I'll be fine. I went to Walmart and I became so out of it because like the fever and just the fogginess you get when you're sick hit me like a cinder block. And Brett found me in the store staring at the bananas, like the display that stores have of bananas, for 5 solid minutes without moving.
Well, what were you looking at?
The bananas.
That's
I think.
accurate.
But he was like, he was like poking me. He was like, "Hey, honey, are you all right?" I'm like, "Huh?"
Bananas!
I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to get some bananas." You haven't even put them in your cart yet. I haven't. Brad, I'm going to go back into the car and lie down.
And then she died.
That's the cataclysm, as it were. 2 days ago, or 3 days ago, was the worst because I had a fever the entire fucking day. And it was that fever where you feel pain from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. And I couldn't move. I was just in bed watching Jim Carrey movies. Just be like, please, end me.
That was
And then I woke
similar to my yesterday.
Yeah, I woke up after Brett went to work, went into the bed, fell asleep, woke up, everything's drenched in sweat. I was like, yes, my fever broke. It came back. I went to sleep on the couch because that is dry. Woke up. It was soaked in sweat. Yay, my fever broke. Came back. And that was my life for 2 days. And then yesterday I took a deep breath and I was like, I don't feel pain.
Now you sound so used
Miracle.
to it.
And it was not fun. But obviously, I've got the power of the AWKWARDCast encouraged my body to get better. And that's the AWKWARDCast is the cure for the flu. And that is what
Who needs modern medicine when you have
who
to
needs medicine? Who needs doctors? Who needs prescriptions? I do.
Screw
the
vaccination. All you need to do is watch this show. Spread
Dr.
it.
A.Y.
You'll want to die 20 times faster.
Make this show go viral, or you get the virus. That's the slogan.
Oh my god, that is perfect. We need to put the AWKWARDCast as on that Dr. Yelp site that we found and
daily dose
just
of
give
awkward.
really glowing reviews.
Ooh.
I feel like we would get banned from that website.
I don't know.
I think that's a challenge. It's like getting kicked off of Club Penguin, you know?
Oh yeah, but that was my week. Besides that, I've been working on a couple sketches for drawings and stuff because I'm getting my new computer. It may be coming in February, so I want to get as much stuff done as I can beforehand before I have to mail my hard drive out and they have to transfer everything. So that's a bunch of fun. And yeah, so it'll only be a few more podcasts where my background is heaven covered by a bunch of blinds. So. But
not
dear,
that you are currently using a phone, which is very movable, and you could change your current setup at any time if you just wanted to.
Shut your face, heathen!
Yeah, do we need to open up heaven to see what they think about the situation? Hey, God, what do you think about ANY's statement? Shut up.
Speaks truth. Not me,
wow.
not me.
Says the atheist. Anyway, how was your week? How was your week, Maxie dear?
Yeah, it was so good, so fine. No big events. Sadly, my life is so boring.
It's not completely boring. You got us.
Yay! No, but I took the first very careful steps into actually starting a little bit of a workout again by starting to do push-ups on a regular basis again, and it's so sad how few I only still manage.
You are weak.
Yeah, I'm weak. I'm weak at the moment. It's pathetic. So I still try to get in there slowly, like tiptoeing into a more active thing. Then something not I did, but that was done to me this week. This sounds weird. So where, Mr. A&Y, did the internet touch you? Show us on the puppet. I mean, I was hinting for a new show. Wait, I actually announced it. The name is out. That's Stupid, my new show. Big progress this week. So one of my new editors is a monster. So he got the material, and 2 days later he had the alpha cut for me. And yeah, so if nothing horribly explodes or stuff, this Thursday there should be the first episode of That Stupid.
And who do you have to thank for that?
Me. I wrote it.
He did it all.
Okay, besides you.
This Apple guy who did the editing.
Who found the Apple guy?
I don't know, he was picked up on Discord by somebody.
The milkshake is
Yes, Keyframe did the entire management aspect of it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Because she is good at networking.
Who cares about managers?
No, she's good at networking, and she knows peeps, and she can talk people into doing slave work.
Stop making her ego grow. Just stop.
I don't have an ego at all, so this is just feeling great to
And
hear.
then some folks say her ego grew 3 sizes that day.
It'll immediately get shrunk once he insults me, so.
True story.
It's a good balance.
Anything else that happened?
I can talk about my fun
Storm.
fan
I mean, a lot of Heroes of the Storm.
Yes.
We continue doing this. Oh,
okay. I have something to say, and it's great. Yeah, we've been playing a lot of Heroes of the Storm. I've kind of become obsessed with this game.
no, really. Hey, A and Y, I have nearly caught up to your level. Wait, you played all by yourself without all the team and friend bonuses? Yes! Please continue.
Well, you're not wrong, but no. So, so people who don't know, you get loot boxes and stuff, and usually they have nothing in it. Sometimes you get an epic or something. But
I don't know what you're talking about. There are heroes in all my loot boxes. I already have 6.
Shut up. I mean, I've gotten like 4, but either way, and Yuri hates us for it. But
he's already gone.
No, I was playing with Yuri and Max and stuff, and I got a legendary for once. I think I've only gotten legendaries twice. And Max was like, "Oh, it's going to be a skin that you already have for a character." I got a mount that was a motorcycle. The one thing A&Y wants.
And it goes
so
like
guess what I've been doing? I've been using that as my loadout for every character.
Point and laugh.
And circling around and being like, "Hey, buddy, how's it going?"
It costs like 10,000 shards. And I only
But I got one. And then I also used some remaining shards to get myself the ugliest tracer skin I have ever seen.
That's
As you
the
should.
spirit.
Yes, but anyway, yeah, we played a lot of Heroes of the Storm. I just needed to remind myself because that was a great moment this week.
Did I do anything?
It just needs to be on the archive.
Yes.
I don't think I did anything else this week. Oh no, this was last week that I prepared my green screen.
I was in a car accident. That happened, but anyway.
So,
cool.
your
week
so I guess
became more exciting than mine. Good for you, I
yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Let's talk about media. I mean, we already kind of teased a certain one. So, Chuggle, you have the stage. Tell us about this thing you have been obsessed about for.
Xenoblade 2, the literal greatest game I've ever played ever.
You're not setting the expectations too high, I see. That's good.
It is honestly the best video game I've ever played. Like,
God, people.
It's one of those, it probably just works for me in every single right way, but it's one of those where it's a really damn good game. And it upsets me, because so I got a Switch. We had Christmas on the 24th, because my mom just decided Santa came a day early. Santa's not real, people. But anyway, so I'm like, well, they got me a Switch with no games. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to go get Xenoblade. So I went out, got it. Every game was sold out but Xenoblade. I'm like, why?
It doesn't even show gameplay. God damn it.
Yeah, the gameplay is a mess. Don't even bother. Just.
Why is it the best game ever if it is a mess?
No, it's a mess to watch. Like, it makes sense when you're playing it, but like it's an actual mess to watch.
Okay, this sucks. Do we have gameplay anywhere? So
I don't know. I didn't watch any of the trailers. I watched nothing. Because I love Xenoblade 1.
So what is this? Is this an multi MMORPG or?
Nope. Single player RPG game.
Oh, single player. Nice.
Yep.
And I take it's very animu.
Oh yeah, no, okay. It takes every single anime and RPG trope and then pokes so much fun at them. One of the characters is literally just dude, like super edgy dude, has an eye patch and has like 7 belts on, has a giant sword. But the game makes him super unlucky, so he's like just accidentally walking off cliffs and shit. It's amazing.
I'm just saying, because one of our team members brought their Switch with them to MagFest and had this game. I don't understand anything about it, and I don't understand how you can have such beautiful scenery and the characters look like such
that was one problem I had. If you look at Xenoblade Chronicles 1, the characters like fit with the scenery. They like downgraded the character models. I don't get it, but it's one of those you just kind of get used to it after you play it for 200 hours.
I'm not sure if this statement is encouraging or very, very sad.
No, it's one of those where that bothered me at first too, but it's like, it's every character, so it's not like some characters stick out like a sore thumb, so it's like, it's fine.
I feel like that's how other people feel when I tell them, no, Steven Universe gets good. You just got to get to the middle of season 1.
Eye patch guy. Okay, let's see all the belts. Show me the belts. No. He's
no, they're not going to show them. They're not.
No belts in the... Oh.
I didn't watch any of the trailers. I don't know.
There was a little bit of gameplay. I was hoping to see all the belts. But yeah, I assume this is related.
Wow, this is a really spoilery trailer. Like, honestly.
Oh, sorry, spoilers, guys.
Like, no, I'm actually looking at it. Like, wow, I'm glad I didn't watch it because that is a super spoilery trailer.
I like the tagline, Holiday 2017.
It
came out December 1st, so you know.
Also, I assume Rex and Nia are characters from the game, because Enigma Brand just lets you know that he totally ships them.
Okay.
Cool.
I can't get into the battle because I don't know any of those characters. I want to get into a shipping war.
Honestly, Rex is kind of a piece of shit, and it sucks he's the main character. But
boo!
The plus side of Xenoblade games.
There's the edge I was waiting for.
Rearrange the party, so you can just completely take him out of the party and just have all the other characters.
Oh, that sounds great.
They're all more interesting and more fun. Like that's what probably one complaint with the game is Rex is just such a main character. Like they didn't really play with it. They didn't do anything. He is the main character. That's his thing. That's just kind of annoying.
So he's a guy with the thingy on the back. So basically the two from the picture.
Yeah, they're the two worst. But the game's mascots, Rex and Pyra, are probably the most. They're not bad. They're just kind of boring compared to everyone else.
So
yeah.
those two basically.
Yeah.
Wow, this is going with the obvious. Please, at least ship. I don't know, eye patch dude with angsty kid or something. Make it interesting.
I ship.
Well, no, those aren't the two main characters. That's Rex and Pyra. Nia is the crazy cat girl that rides a bigger tiger.
I ship Rex with that giant dinosaur island thing that he rides.
You mean his grandpa?
Yes, I ship him with his grandpa.
What?
His adopted grandfather.
Hashtag Keyframe 2018. Oh, this isn't a hashtag. Quote,
I ship
whatever.
anime kids with their grandpas.
Well, no, the actual world of the game is pretty cool. The entire universe is just an ocean, and the only land masses are these giant rock animals that people just live on top of.
Huh, sounds reasonable.
So he lives on his grandpa. That sounds even worse.
His adopted grandpa. It's okay.
Oh, okay. It's adopted. Since they're
He's a giant rock dragon. You think that?
But yeah, so I take it you would recommend playing this game.
Mm-hmm. No, that's what I'm saying. It's surprising to me because when I went to get it, every other game was sold out. That game was fully stocked. I'm like, okay, I've played Mario Odyssey. I've played Legend of Zelda. Like I played a lot of Switch games. I'm like, this is still a really good game. It takes a while to get used to though. Like even if you've played the other ones, it is a weird control scheme, but you pick it up.
I still love your endorsement for it. It takes 200 hours, but
no. I'm saying the character models, like they're weird. I don't know why they downgraded. Well, okay, so how the game works is a lot like the red-haired girl. She's actually like a summon in the game. Like they're not just like she's not an actual person. They're like summons. So a lot of the summons are super anime. So that might be why they have that character design. Like, it just fits better if you have him more cartoonish.
Okay, I guess I go next, so that because I am going to continue in the trash department, like Chuggle, so Keyframe can kind of save the quality of the overall average.
We're gone.
taste
It's
of-
too
in the
late.
show.
It's too late.
Dude, it's not too late yet. It will be in a few seconds.
Oh, okay.
So where to put this?
Okay.
Whose expression do I want to see fall?
Kill me.
I guess I put it on the chat for a second. So, there is this new anime coming out, which is called Killing Bites.
Is that Godzilla?
What? No. Okay, I need
That's
to
a
find
skunk.
Okay, no, it's a badger. Okay, I need to find a different picture, but the problem is
I'm sorry. The smallness of the picture makes it look like Godzilla.
Killing Bites. Nah, yeah, I see now where you're coming. Wait, no. Not biting bites, killing bites. I'm monotasking. I can't type and do stuff at once.
So what do you think about this key? What do you think?
Okay.
Does the badger turn into an anime girl? Like what
Pretty much.
happens?
That's thingy. Like, yeah. Okay, let's go with this one instead.
Oh my goodness, this is an anime made for you.
This is the trashiest anime ever. So, good old Ambrose. Was it Ambrose? I believe.
I like how you guessed right away. Does it turn into an anime girl?
How does that shirt work?
It does.
Carefully.
Nothing works in this show. For this show, I have only Gigak's statement, Gigak's infamous quote: "Anime is trash, and so am I." Because
Wait,
this,
what's the name of the show again?
huh? Killing
What's the name of
Bites.
Anime was a mistake, people, and I love it.
And this proves it.
Mistake.
Pretty much. So okay, let me endorse this wonderful anime called Killing Bites.
What is
So the plot. Let's start with the plot.
Is that Jasper making fun of me in the chat? Love you.
The plot is bullshit. Let's start with this. So let me just narrate what happens in the first episode because it's the only one that's out there. I don't even count this as spoilers because it's so nonsense. So there is this girl. It's also super edgy and dark and everything. So there's this girl being picked up by a bus driving, not a bus, but a bully. No, also what do you call them? The cars which with a big backside. Like tiny buses you use as a private person.
a limo?
No, tiny.
A taxi?
No, whatever. The driver in the front and the cargo in the back.
Your chauffeur.
A truck?
A tiny truck, not but like the Scooby-Doo mobile. What is this? The kind of
Oh,
car.
A van.
A
a
van!
van.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for. So a van drives by and there's a schoolgirl just walking the street and they basically drag her into the van.
Oh, kidnapping vans. I
Yeah,
love
and
those.
kidnapping and trying to start to have fun with her right away, ripping off clothes and stuff. And the driver is just like, "Oh my god, guys, you just told me to pick up girls, but not in this sense."
A casual anime experience.
Yeah, and the next thing, wait, you are actually more active than Keyframe. Let me put this. Then again, I don't want to miss Keyframe's expression when she
Kill the
realizes.
chat. We don't need the
I
chat.
went on a Google image search, so I'm just like, okay.
It's as bad as you think, if not even worse.
Let me see the picture that you found. Oh.
So they pick her up, and the next scene while he's like crying and doing a break, she basically comes like, "Oh no, just keep driving. All your friends are dead." So from the squeamish kidnapped anime girl, she turns into this badass girl. Then she forces him to drive to basically a garbage depot, and then this turns out that she basically needed to get there anyway. So why the kidnapping thing in the beginning? It doesn't make sense, and she was already close on time. So she waited to get kidnapped to force the driver to drive her there. You see, the plot doesn't even work 5 minutes in. It's amazing.
Then why do you like it?
It's trash. So why do I
you
like it? Okay,
It's trash.
it's trash. So why do I like it? So first we have those people who turn into furries, basically. Also, it's an amazing thing. Like, the guy basically turns into a full-on hybrid. Like a giant, muscular lion with an actual lion face and everything. But the girl turns into this.
Yeah, I have a picture
It's like,
on my computer. That's I'm assuming leopard or cheetah, the badger girl, and a bunny girl. The bunny girl is the worst looking one. Oh my god.
the bunny is in the intro, and I watched the intro, and when the bunny started hopping into the intro, I was like, what? But especially because
This is what we're doing now.
Yes, because there's a story. So the story is that basically secret corporations had power struggles.
Sounds like the most anime thing ever. Like, it's just full of anime tropes. That's it.
Yeah, it is trope-tastic.
That's great.
So you have the big corporations who for hundreds of years were governing in secret and basically having their conflicts soluted by championship between their champions who fight to the death. And now, thanks to genetics, they basically created those people who can look like normal people but can turn into furries, basically. And they have
So your dream come true?
They basically have those furries do death battles. So she explains that, yeah, she is going there. So she's genetically engineered to be a killing machine, like all the others that are like her. And then the intro plays and you see Bunny Girl, and you are like,
This is what we're doing now.
Wait a second. Didn't you just tell me that all those characters are supposed to be super fight enthusiasts? And even in the intro, Bunny Girl is like, oh no, oh, and it's so trash. I love it. So you got the over sexy girls, which are all very trained. So people like me with a muscle fetish are like, oh, strong female. Then the furry
girl looks really weird though, because I'm looking at her full body. She has like no rib cage, but her thighs are bigger than her head.
You don't need rib cage when you're an anime girl.
True story. True story.
That's not even attractive muscle. It just looks like she's about to break.
Are you kink shaming, Kitty? Are you kink shaming?
She is kink shaming, I would say.
I'm not kink shaming. I think muscles are sexy, but it's like this. She looks fat.
For shame, Keep. For shame.
First she is lazy shaming me. Now she is kink shaming me.
What is this? All right. Are you done? Are you done talking about your media?
So no, I just want to be like, yeah, it's amazingly trashy. So it has the anime babes. It has furry. It has no cohesive plot whatsoever. It's trope-tastic. It's bloody because, well, they slice each other into pieces. If you are on my level on trash, you will love it. If you're looking for anything good, stay with My Hero Academia.
You're looking for something actually good? No.
Then go for My Hero Academia, because that's a legitimately good show that I would recommend everybody and to anybody who likes superhero shows. But
Or One Punch Man. That's a good one too.
I haven't seen it, so I can't recommend it. But I have heard only good things about it. But Killing Bite, I just saw the first episode yesterday, and I was like, yeah, I found my inner trashiness. I found my trash center.
Proud for you to admit it.
Well, Keyframe, do you want to talk about something?
Culture us, Key.
I have to rip my eyes away from this Google image search, because it's like, because I'm looking at the manga. The Badger Girl looks a lot better than how they drew her in this, at least in the promo pictures for this anime. In the manga, she actually looks really good. God.
Also, did I mention that this tough, edgy, I kill you girl, which is super tsundere the entire time, occasionally when she eats sweet stuff and so turns into the total kawaii girl, like, oh, kawaii. Like, even her hair becomes less wild, and it goes all flat, and she's like, oh, she does the anime eyes and everything. It's so bad. I love it.
Oh,
Trash.
Do they have a dog girl on this show? Because now I like it.
Probably. Oh yeah, I see.
They do have a dog girl,
And
it's
she-
based on the beagle. Oh my god!
I
love
see it.
this
I
now.
see it as well. Wait, let me put it on the stream, and then we can actually move to your.
She's so cute.
Okay, let's show Dog Girl. Here is Dog Girl.
She's so cute. Look at that. Look at that cute little face. And she actually kind of looks like an actual hybrid.
Yeah, not like the girls who all stay sexy. Once again, the guys turn even more than this girl. The guys turn completely like Fursona. So
I don't know, dude. I feel like this girl could kick someone's ass. A beagle is a hunting dog. But what I found hilarious, which segues into my media,
But yeah, look at this killing machine. The bunny girl. We lost Chuggle.
yeah, but like inexplicably, in Google image search of Killing Bites, a screenshot from Tangled the animated series
what
is
do
there.
you know? You said Tangled the anime series? The anime
He has
Yeah.
it up right there. What a coincidence.
Let me tell you guys about Tangled the animated series so we can cleanse the palate of two heaping garbage fires that these people brought to the podcast.
Give it to me.
I don't think you can save this. We ruined it.
This show is one of the best shows that is on TV right now. And people did not expect that because they were like, oh, it's going to be a kid show, like Disney Princess, la la la, like that kind of stuff. No. This show is so good. I mean, it started out with like a TV movie. Because this entire show is what happened in between Tangled, the end of Tangled, and Tangled Ever After, the theatrical short where Eugene and Rapunzel got married. And what happened in between? And in the first movie, they actually, because you see that she has her long hair back, she doesn't have the brown hair anymore. They explain that, and they actually have a definite story that helps build on the entire magic and lore that the first movie hinted at. Like, okay, so Rapunzel got her powers because there was a drop of sunlight from the sun. What about the moon and all this stuff? And they bring in new characters that are actually really damn good. Like
Probably
there's
this lady in the background.
Yeah, Cassandra.
All the way? Wait, we're all the way in the background?
Yeah, Cassandra is the daughter of the captain of the Royal Guard, and is Rapunzel's lady-in-waiting, but is also has been training with the Royal Guard since she was like 6 years old, and she's amazing. And fun fact, her voice actor actually auditioned to be Rapunzel for the original Tangled, and auditioned to be Elsa in Frozen.
They finally got their chance.
She finally got her chance, and they brought back the original voice cast for Flynn and Rapunzel. So they brought back Zachary Levi and Mandy Moore, and they brought Alan Menken back to do the music for the show. So the music is really fucking good, and the animation is amazing. Because Max is actually concerned that they would use cheap CGI. Nope. They actually based the art style of the show to make it look like just moving illustrations that Rapunzel would make. So it's based off Rapunzel's own art style.
So basically, what we see on the poster is representative of the art style in the show.
I feel like there's better screenshots for it because here the colors are really saturated.
Well, if somebody would have sent me a link before the show.
You could have just looked up something better.
Chocolates. They're selling chocolates.
Oops.
Hold on, I will look up one of them. Because
I'll do it then. Key is a strong, independent woman who don't need no ANY.
I don't need well, I do need ANY because he's the one that hosts this podcast.
Touche.
So, but I'll put it in the chat right here. Yeah, the colors aren't as saturated as the one in that screenshot, but it's so good. And the most surprising thing is that it actually has an ongoing story. It's not just episodic fluff.
But they did the Disney thing of going a step back from the resolution of the movie by basically giving her back her long blonde hair.
I was wondering that, yeah.
Yeah, even so, she reverted to short brown hair at the end of the movie.
They did, but in the TV movie that introduced this series, there's a reason why her hair came back, and it's going into the ongoing plot of the show.
Oh.
Because the fact there is a definite end to this show, it's not going to go on forever. There will be a time where her hair goes back to the brown.
So it's like an actual story and not a couch grabby thing?
It's an actual story where it's going to go into it goes into the magic that is in this universe. What Rapunzel's power set actually is besides the healing ability, and also the actual like inner politics of Corona and what Rapunzel's family actually has done to keep their family safe. It gets dark. It gets really dark.
How many assassinations per episode?
Okay, there hasn't been a death yet.
I'm out. No, fuck that.
But you don't need. But the show is very dark. It has one of the most heartbreaking villains, but it's so good, and I feel like people want to give it shit just because it's a Disney princess show. I think people forgot that we had a time where there were so many TV shows based off movies that were actually good. You had Little Mermaid, you had Aladdin, you had Hercules. This is basically a modern version of it, and it can do more than those previous versions because we have more freedom now in the world of making TV shows and family-oriented shows than they did back then, and they're utilizing it. And they put so much heart and hard work into it because the voice actors refused to come back unless the story was good, because they were like, we feel that their story is done.
Nice.
But when they showed them the story that they came up with, what the series is going to be about, what the ending is going to be, that's when the voice actors for Rapunzel and Flynn were like, okay, we'll do this.
I mean, Flynn is actually somebody I know and like, isn't he?
Zachary Levi.
Who are you?
He was on The Best Night Ever.
Zachary Levi. Where do I know you from? Why do I care about you?
He was on The Best Night Ever with Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, I know him from a bit more than just Best Night Ever, I hope.
I know, but that's the best thing to remember someone from.
Have you finished watching The Best Night Ever?
No, I don't want to watch it by myself. I feel like I want to watch it with someone, and I tried showing it. I tried showing it to Golden, and he was like, "This is too weird."
What about Will? I see him looking up to.
Zachary Levi is Chuck and Chuck. Apparently.
Wait, he's Chuck and Chuck? God, this show was mediocre.
He was also Fandral in Thor: The Dark World.
Huh. Okay.
He's going to play Shazam in Shazam.
Maybe I don't know him after all. I don't even know you.
Maybe, because I am looking at some of the things he's played, because he's a Broadway guy. He's much more known in theater than he is on TV, and
Anyways,
the things he's done on TV are not exactly great.
Getting back to Rapunzel the show, so you say the Disney show with dark undertones. So versus gargoyles, darker.
Okay.
Going by color scheme, no.
By color scheme, no, but color schemes can be deceiving.
I know.
No, I wouldn't say as dark as Gargoyles because it doesn't have as dark of a premise. The Gargoyles from the get-go was dark. Here, it slowly builds to it. It has a build-up. And
so Steven Universe dark?
And I personally prefer a build-up than it being dark from the get-go.
So would you say Steven Universe dark, like starting out very chibi and then suddenly turning more and more?
I would say a little bit more from the get-go than Steven, but kinda. But they give you, just like Steven, they give you ample amount of time to get reconnected to the characters, to care about the characters, especially the new ones. And it really works, and I enjoy it. And they just finished season 1. The season 1 finale was, I think, yesterday. And so this is the perfect time to catch up on it before season 2 starts.
Ooh, that's
What a
actually-
segue.
That is a segue. So, sadly, I probably have nothing to put for this into the description because it's a currently running show.
Do you think that's saved from R2 trash, though? Do you think that's saved the media part, ANY?
Maybe.
Yeah, I hope it would. But maybe put the trailer for the show on there because I know there's a trailer for the TV movie, and that is the pilot for the show.
And I guess I do the same for a trailer for Killing Bites.
And then you can put the trailer for Xenoblade.
No,
The
because-
shittiest trailer I've seen. Don't even bother.
No. And apparently it's also very spoiler heavy, so I might not do this.
It actually is surprisingly really spoiler heavy.
Katrina, I know that his name is Captain Marvel. I'm literally on Zachary Levi's IMDb, and it says he's in Shazam as Shazam. So don't blame me. Blame IMDb.
Oh, IMDb is shit anyways. But yeah, as one final word, I have to say...
Anime is trash. And so am I.
Oh, it's
You are
Gigak.
enjoying this inline audio thing too much.
Gigak is the man.
Giguk is awesome. So, onward to questions.
Ooh, question. We have a lot, so it's good that we kind of got here early enough.
And I will start.
Fair enough. Have you
Let's
found
see.
the new ones in the document?
No, I'm on Twitter. I can't get on Google Docs right now.
Fair enough. I will find the ones you found and I will erase them.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm gonna say you're pretending I'm helping.
Any from the Deaf Alchemist. Any interesting, weird, or nightmarish dreams you remember? Also, have you heard of Devilman or Devil? Okay, I've never heard of Devilman. There's your answer. But interesting, weird, or nightmarish dreams. My life is a nightmare.
Ooh. Edgy.
Probably yeah, I'm gonna soon turn into a muscular anime badger.
Muscular.
But
Wow.
Also,
no. Interesting dreams. I've had a lot of weird dreams the past week because of my fever. So many take place in hospitals. That's just a nightmare in and of itself. But I guess a weird dream that I've had this weird recurring dream where everyone I know is in a marching band and we're all doing a parade, but the parade never ends.
the party never stops.
The thing is, it's like I'm like the conductor, so I'm the one with like the stick and moving the people, and it's like I want to stop, but my feet won't, and so I turn around and I'm walking backwards, and everyone is just playing their instruments, but they look so tired.
Oh my god, this sounds like this one Wii game my parents have, where you basically, it's a rhythm game and from Wii Fit, so it's actually rhythm workout marching simulator, and you have to stomp your feet in the rhythm and do also some kind of movements to hit the right spots, and if you do well, the group walking behind you grows and it gets filled with the weeboos of the rest of your people. So basically I'm walking there and it doesn't stop, and behind me are my parents and my sisters walking in the reboot while I do the conductor.
Because they're all like tired. They look like they're about to die. It's like, I'm sorry, I can't stop.
This is your fault, Keith.
And it's like I feel like the instruments that they all get more deranged with each dream. Because at first it starts like normal, like drums, trumpets, saxophones, so on and so forth. And then like the next dream, someone will have xylophones. There was one that I had where everyone was playing the kazoo. Though there's only two consistent things that happen in this dream besides me being the band leader. One, there is always someone with a guitar. The person may be different, but there's always one guitar. And two, ANY always plays the trumpet.
I haven't played the trumpet in years.
He always plays the trumpet, even though the trumpet makes the exact same noise as like something else. It never plays the sound of a trumpet. He's
sounds
playing
more
a
like me.
trumpet, but it could sound like a drum or a xylophone or something. It's weird.
This sounds like
But
an
I would
idea for a Vine video or something.
No, it's essentially from the Muppets, like the Muppet Show, because they would have like
with
one of-
Gonzo in the beginning, like. Brrr.
Exactly, you're Gonzo. But
Well, I will not deny it.
yeah, but that's my weird dream. What about you, Chuggle?
I think you peaked this conversation too soon. Right now I'm trying to think of any crazy fever dreams I've had over the past couple of days. But I have the memory of a goldfish, so I can't think of any weird ones I've had. Like I've had like fear-induced ones, like a lot of drowning. I've had those before, but I'm trying to think of weird ones.
Drowning.
I don't think I can beat that. I don't think I have anything that can beat that.
Yeah, I don't really have a lot of noteworthy dreams I can remember recently. So to answer the other question, yes, I heard of Devilman. I also heard good things about the rebooted Devilman Crybaby, and I might. It's already on my watch list on Netflix, and I will check it out. But so far, I don't know a lot about it, except that it is a very talking about anime trash earlier. It's a very 80s, 90s-esque anime, but nowadays. So with the over-the-top gore and blood and so a mature anime, like they haven't been made recently. So sounds interesting enough.
Yeah, you know they say the people that don't have dreams are less creative.
That is very accurate. Yeah,
I am
100%
completely
agree.
creative. This kind of makes sense now, doesn't it?
100% accurate.
Yeah. So next question.
Denim Ninja asks, any memorable sneeze stories? Like a time you sneezed at a particularly inconvenient time, or it made something else happen? I mean,
Key, do you have any story about this?
I personally sneezed once and my dog got like woo. So this is my story. So Chugga,
I
now
seen Bill
yours.
driving and accidentally hit the horn. That was funny.
Yeah. So this leaves only Keyframe. Do you have a story?
I'm not going to use the story that this is probably referencing because I've had multiple times where sneezes have caused me problems.
I mean, as long as nobody died.
I was at a funeral.
That turned dark quickly.
That'll do. No, you can just stop there. You can just stop there. I was at a funeral.
No, I will tell this story because in hindsight, it's funny.
Oh, okay.
So I was at my uncle's funeral. This was back when I was like younger, so like 10 or something. And you know, it's the wake. Everything is there. Everyone's quiet. Then, keep in mind, I'm all the way in the back, and this is a big funeral hall. And then I sneezed, and everyone kind of looked over. I blamed it on my little cousin, who was only like 7 at the time. Who was like 6 or 7. And I thought that,
bitch. And I mean this as a compliment.
and I thought that would be the end, but karma hits you. So we're at the church, because there's like the way that Irish Catholic funerals go, you had like the funeral parlor part, and then we go to the church where the priest would like put holy water on the casket before you go to do the burial. And people were coming up during the church service to say words about my uncle. And I went up there because my mom couldn't. She was too torn up. This was her brother, you know, all this stuff. And I was you know, talking about him. It was really nice. I was saying a prayer, and then I sneezed right into the microphone. There was no way I could blame my cousin.
Did you dab when you sneezed?
No, this was before dabbing.
But
it doesn't help, because people know what happens when you sneeze and how far shit travels. The casket's right in front of the
Oh,
no!
So So no one truly recognized it, but I could see the spittle go on to. So there's a little bit of me with my uncle down in his grave. Yeah. So it was like, we should bow our heads for a moment and think about our Uncle Joey. Amen. And then I went out. I left the church. I was like, yeah, okay, bye.
You should have just stuck with the Heroes of the Storm story.
Yeah.
No, but I got to admit, I could laugh at this one more than the Heroes of the Storm one. Because Heroes of the Storm is an obsession that causes me great shame.
But yeah, to let you talk about something else, our local question asker, Enigma Prince, asked, what podcast would you recommend to watch or listen to at any time, and what's your favorite episode from said podcast? I love Always Open from Rooster Teeth, because it is so deep and helpful while funny and just enjoyable all around. Have never heard of that one? Yeah, Chuggle, what podcast would you recommend?
Does Critical Role count as a podcast?
Buddy? Which one?
Does Critical Role count as a podcast?
Maybe.
Oh, the D thing.
Yeah.
I guess so. I mean, is there any real visuals to it besides?
I just listen to it at work, so.
Oh, so yeah, I would say that counts as a podcast.
All right, Critical Role. They actually just started their second run through right now. Like they started that like a couple days
Critical
ago.
Role. Critical
Yes.
Role.
Yes.
It's a bunch of voice actors who play D&D.
Oh, this sounds good.
Yeah.
Isn't the guy who voices McCree from Overwatch the?
Yeah, Matt Mercer's the DM.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Nice.
if I find it down in the description, or Chuggle has to drop me a link. Let's make it like this.
Let's look it up. It's pretty popular. Come on.
Keyframe.
You go first. I have to. There's one podcast I watch, but I need to actually figure out whose channel it's on because it has multiple YouTubers that I
Okay.
watch.
Fair enough. I guess I would still go with a co-optional podcast, even though I have not come around to watch it too often recently, because it's like 3 hours an episode. You think AWKWARDCast is long? Try to watch the co-optional podcast.
And Critical Role might not be for you. Those are like 4 to 6 hours.
How regular do they do it?
It's like every other week or something like that.
Okay, co-optional is a weekly thing, so I believe it's on Wednesdays, it's on live on Twitch, and then a few days later on Total Biscuits.
Yeah, I'm actually
channel.
catching up on it, so I don't know how.
So yeah, it's basically a gaming podcast, so if you are not into games whatsoever, it will probably give you not as much. Even though I would say the personalities running it, like TB, Jesse Cox, and Dodger as standard hosts, are actually pretty entertaining to watch, but if you have nothing to do with video games, you will not get it. I assume you will not get a lot out of it. If you want to have just the light version, more fun focused without focus on gaming, I would probably say Cox and Crendor in the morning. It's only half an hour. It's Jesse Cox with his buddy Crendor, and it's really just shenanigans. There is no sense to it. Needless to say, both of those podcasts went into this very cast you're watching as inspirations.
Yeah. Okay, I got mine.
Okay.
So I actually listen to a lot of podcasts and Let's Plays and stuff while I work. The ones I listen to the most often are, Cox and Crendor in the morning. My personal favorite episode from it.
In the morning.
But my personal favorite episode is when Crendor explains the plot to 50 Shades of Grey. Now let me just say...
For everybody who doesn't know Crendor, he basically talks and sounds like ER from Winnie the Pooh.
Eeyore.
ER.
But,
That's amazing.
yeah, he's most sardonic. Like, he talks like this, and he doesn't do anything. He doesn't like to travel. He likes to go to IKEA. Like, he's such the opposite of Jesse. That is why they get along so well. But, so just imagine the most boring guy in the universe trying to explain the plot to an erotic film. It's great.
Yeah.
The other podcast I listen to, though I've kind of fallen out of listening to it simply because I haven't had the time, is the Pizza Party podcast, which is done by Rebel Taxi and has like a multitude of guests and stuff. I like listening to it because it has animation news and they talk about different animation topics. If you're talking about animation, I usually like to listen. And but they have a very particular sense of humor. If you get offended easily, you won't like it.
I'm offended that you think I'll be offended.
But yeah, besides that, I usually only listen to other podcasts sparingly if they have like animators as their guests. So like there's the official podcast that's done by Critical. They had Ross O'Donovan or Rubber Ninja as the guest, and the Lazy Cast is also a good one because that has people too. Those are my general ones. This one's not a podcast, but if you want something to watch that's longer form content that I think people would really like, there was a week last week where Dan from Game Grumps was sick, so Aaron had to record a bunch of content by himself. And some stuff that he did was he went into the old animation files of some of his old animations like Pokey Awesome and Luigi's Ballad for Starbomb, some of his scrapped video games, and even his art from like 1998 to like 2003 and stuff. And it's very interesting to hear, because he started in illustration and all this stuff, see how he criticizes himself for how he did stuff in the past and actually explains things. And it's really, really interesting, even to someone who's not an animator, just to see what goes inside of an artist's mind and how he talks about it is very intriguing. And it's some of the best content I think the Game Grumps channel has ever put out. So I highly recommend people go to watch that.
Saying how shit they were is the best thing they've ever done.
Yeah, but like I totally recommend you people watch that, especially him looking at his old art, because you see that scale of improvement, but you also see how long it took for him to improve, and it's actually kind of inspiring.
Okay.
Got really quiet. Next question.
Yeah, that was what I was. Okay, I guess I can do the next then.
Oh, okay. You were asking me to do the next question. Okay. Enigma also asked, how in 2018 will the Awkward Cast get more awkward than before with the topics, media viewings, and the special guests? Well, it'll get more awkward because you don't use commas. Oh, you used one comma, but you forgot your Oxford comma. You degenerate.
I make it awkward.
Stop insulting the audience.
They keep coming back.
They want to have their
push
weekly,
you away. Just push.
They want to have the weekly dose of insult. Yeah, basically having a guest on each week. That's the way how we try to make it more awkward.
Exactly, because it's awkward when it only gets so awkward when you have two people who know each other for years and everything. When you have a newbie on there, it gets so much more awkward.
Oh, tell me about it. But we are not yet at the end of the show, so we need to find up more excuses to use this term later.
Yes.
So,
awkward. We get sponsored and get paid every time we say it.
Indeed. Also, there's one last question by Nikra Prince. Key, as a designated awkward cast queen, can you show us the way and spit on it and why?
My queen, show me the way.
King.
My queen, show me the way.
Is this the Ugandan Knuckles meme?
Show us the way. Do you know the way?
The way.
Do I know the way?
Do you know the way?
Spit on him.
First of all, that's disgusting.
You don't know the way.
The way. You as a queen.
My queen, show me the way.
I respect the fact though that you called me a queen. I am the Awkward Cast queen. I am the mother of the Awkward Cast. I helped birth the Awkward Cast. I don't know who to blame and who to punch first. I'm going to go with what
Enigma. Punch Enigma.
But you know what? The next time I see A&Y in person, I will spit on him for you, Enigma.
For you.
This backfired quickly.
for you, because don't worry, that's another, hey, that actually goes back to the before question. There will be more times this year where we will have the awkward duo in the same room.
Wait, we're not in the same room right now?
No. Oh yeah, we're all in the same room.
I thought we were all in the same room right now.
We tricked you. This is actually a circular table, and the three of us sit around it. Because
Hi, Keith. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Keith.
Because if I throw this thing at Chuggle, you will see it hit him, right, Chuggle?
Right.
Okay.
I got it. See?
It got a bit bigger. Weird.
Shut up, Keith. You don't know how this works.
Well, that's awkward.
I'm not giving it back. It's mine now. You got that, ANY? It's mine.
And you ruining the outro made it even more awkward. Good job, Chuggle.
So awkward.